The orphan boy, they called him. Neither father nor mother now, she below in the graveyard, and himself gone God knows where. What's to become of the poor crathur? For a long while he kept watch at the little window, listening for the rasp of your hobnailed boots on the cobbles, recalling how his mother would lift her head from the bread making to brush a stray hair from her cheek as she heard your step. Maybe you had taken the boat upriver beyond Carrick-on-Suir, or met Mikey Kinahan or Franny Ryan and got talking, or lost track of time playing pitch and toss with the lads in Kehoe's boatyard. As night fell, he looked for you in the face of the moon as it rose over Murphy's farm, and searched for you among the tired faces of the fishermen as they returned home empty-handed. "Where's Da gone?" he'd ask. "Don't be frettin', lad. 'Tis nothing to be bothering yourself about." Their averted eyes told the truth. The Angelus bell ringing out over the sleeping fields would surely bring you home. He kept the lucky penny you'd given him the day Ned Murphy's horse won at the races. Sorry, could I just redo that from the Angelus bell?
Yeah, where did you stop?
There.
Yeah, that's no problem.
The Angelus bell ringing out over the sleeping fields would surely bring you home. He kept the lucky penny you'd given him the day Ned Brophy's horse won at the races, and the brown jacket with the torn elbows that still had the smell of you on it. In his mind's eye he'd see again the glint of the cutthroat razor as you dipped it in the enamel basin of a Saturday night. In the light of the sanctuary lamp before the crucified Christ, he bargained with God to bring you home. But God had a hard heart, and God did not answer. Time passed, and he looked no more. One night, when he thought he'd forgotten, he dreamt he saw your face again, and in the dream you held his half-remembered brothers and the baby gone before its first cry. And she was there too, his dead mother, her head thrown back in laughter. And you bent and kissed his sleeping head, the soft down of his hair a whisper on your cheek that you would remember when the breeze from the Delaware River made you sick for home. And in the dream the starless night lit up, the mist lifted from the dark waters of the shore, and Tim Harney's cock signalled the day. In the half-light of the spluttering candle he woke and felt the shudder of his own chest in the wake of tears. "Papa," he cried, but you did not answer. The wind rattled the door latch. He knew you were gone, never to return. And on another shore you sought your own redemption, the past sins repeated as an act of failed reparation. And he, grown to manhood, resolved to not be you. Jimmy Mahan at the threshold with a letter, all the way from America, no less. Your act of contrition, seeking the absolution he could not give. With a rage of 30 years, the letter torn in pieces like confetti on the kitchen floor. The wounded heart could not lay aside its sword. And so you walk this lane, looking for the boy with the lucky penny and the moon in his eyes. Hush, I think I hear him at the door.